Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw. Here we go, here we go. Check, crunch, crunch, protein spill. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Cut up.
On first down, Sparks. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They run the counter. Haynes. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. 5.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Tight dog, tight dog.
Ready to go. Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sparks, and that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 44, Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Sunday.
Watch twist.
80 weapons.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Gus Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Haynes, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Like, get it.
On 3rd down, Sparks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's track.
Shift. Watch the shift. Lefty, lefty. Hang in there now. Hang.
Working from the gun. Wentz. That's into the hands of Edwards.
That's it, baby. You got work.
Wentz now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake. Sparks. Throw left side complete. That's Haynes. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give right side. It's Haynes. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there, and 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try the left side. It's Haynes, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Coming this way, here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch a slack, watch a slack. Watch a slack.
Ready.
Back to throw. Sparks. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Haynes. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
6-3, 218, chop it. Let's go.
From the gun, Sparks. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the safety creep. Forward, Tokyo. Hey, Charlie.
Let's 57.
Great.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Here we go. 120.
Watch the edge.
What's up?
They'll run on first down. Edwards trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. You go tight. You got tight.
Sunday. Wait, good.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check tight.
Hey, Zoo.
56 is Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, they scared. Mike 56. Mike 56. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check safety.
General West. Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sparks. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
SOS. He's coming.
Sit up. Let go.
On 1st and 10, Sparks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch. Hey, check 24.
Go.
Looking to throw. Sparks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Greystone, Travis.
Mike's 50. I got him. Kill.
Hey, Haywood. Lee Griffin.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sparks, and that's incomplete.
with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
40, 82, 40.
Now Wentz. And the catch made by Hopkins. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Caught by the tight end Ertz. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
There we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Who that?
Here, look at that!
Wentz now on first down. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Here we go. Ladies!
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
MOGIs.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
120!
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On first down, it's Edwards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike.
Wentz on the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mack Wilson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Let's 5-7.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Mayfield. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now, it's Haynes. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
Hey, 133. Topper!
Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. He runs. 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. He finds Hopkins complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line.
81. Hey, Echo. Pilot, 64, weak.
57. Let's go, defense. Hey,
Here.
man up, D.
Throwing now is Wentz. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Hey, come on, no. Jack.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
180! 50, check my 50. Regular. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
No.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. Watch the screen. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 3-5-7. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Edwards. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And a good run as he manages 7 yards now to the 17. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 17.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Spence. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, it's Haynes. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here we go.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A gain of 15. And the Browns first down.
Out. Kings. Alert, 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 alert. Protein spill. My God.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Strong right. We got 4. Check 26. Check.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Alert. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Smith.
Mike 50. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Hurry.
Undercrunch. Check 4.
Regular. Hey, wahoo.
Too little, Cupcake. Ain't no look up.
God.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. And the Colts, they've now taken the lead late in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Waiting.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the pass.
Hold on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big